The recent discourse between Russell Wilson and Sierra really does let you know the goal and motivation behind men dealing with women. And it has nothing to do with doing something that is of benefit to women. Men are saying with their full chest that their whole intention to deal with women is to taint women. They view their proximity to women as something that is harmful to women. Men keep describing Russell Wilson in two different ways that are completely having a dichotomy between one another. In one breath, men are saying, well, Russell's a good dude. But then in the same breath, they're saying that he's a lame. Because what they don't want to say is that he's a good dude to a woman, but he's a lame because he's being a good dude to a woman. Hence, why these men revere Future, because Future is a person that isn't a good dude. But at the same time, we'll get mad at you for not choosing a good dude, but yet they're revering a man who is not a good dude. So it's Sierra's fault as to why the standard for men is to not be a good dude, but to pretend to be a good dude, meanwhile being a bad dude, then tainting that woman, and then expecting that because you being a bad dude and tainting her means that no other man should want her. Because the whole goal for men dealing with women is to damage you. They come in, they cause destruction in your life, and you are supposed to be desecrated, used, damaged, abused to the point that no one else will want you. Because if a person does that to you and a man still wants you, that means one thing. It means he sees you as human. It means that he sees you as human. Because when men want something from you and you tell them, I've been hurt, I've been traumatized, I don't want to deal with anybody. Oh, but baby, don't worry. I'm not like that. I'm going to show you I'm a good guy. I'm going to show you that I'm a good person. They will cosplay when you literally tell them, I've done this before. I know how this story goes. Please leave me alone. And they paint this picture to be a good guy, the very same guy that they demonize Russell Wilson for being. A man that truly loves a woman, even though another man has hurt her, means that the man is looking at her as human. Men don't view women as human. This is the reason why they revere someone like Future. Future looks at women as just flesh holes to impregnate. He does not see them as people. How they revere Future is a reflection of how they view women. And to see a man like Russell Wilson decide, hey, you want to know what? I actually see her as a person, and I'm not going to look at her as less than because a man came into her life and most likely was a good dude before. Because you also have to remember, Future and Sierra were engaged. Do you really think that Future and Sierra were engaged and he was a bad dude before the engagement? I mean, let's logically think about that here. If they got as close to almost getting married, do you really think Future was being this terrible guy? I highly doubt it. It was during the engagement that him being a bad guy was then revealed. Because you all only want to be a good guy in order for you to get what it is that you want, and then it's fuck women after that. It's supposed to be an expiration date on a man being a good guy. Then when you all see Russell Wilson continually be a good guy, so much of the fact that he has accepted her son with open arms, has no problem with a son that he did not actively involve himself in the process of creating. He is happy for him to take his last name. It's an abandonment wound. It's an abandonment wound that men are now feeling when they can see, oh shit, you mean that there's a man out here that actually sees a woman as human and loves her enough as a woman to the point where he would actually want to make her child be a part of his life? Yes, because all of the boyfriends that your mama had didn't want you, nor did they want your mama. They just needed a hole to use. They just needed a couch to sleep on. They just needed to pretend that they cared about you so they could get some punani. But yet you have no problem doing this very same thing to women. And then when you do this to women, you complain about how these women are damaged and tainted. But that's your whole MO. That's your whole goal. You want women to be tainted and damaged and then pretend and have this way about them as if they didn't have that experience. You want them to be happy looking for someone to hurt them again. Happy to look for somebody to damage them again. And when someone says, you know what? I understand that was traumatic for you, and I'm going to make sure that does not happen, and I'm going to make sure and ensure that I do not do that to you. You all demonize that man because that man is going against the status quo on what men are supposed to do in regards to women. Men don't give a fuck about loving women. Men don't give a fuck about women's feelings. Men don't give a fuck about creating safety and protection for women. All men care about is seeing how far they can go in their manipulation to drive a woman crazy, to get her beside herself, so that way he can feel like he can be validated. Because outside of a man manipulating a woman, women do not naturally want men. The only way in which a woman is going to want a man is based off of his manipulation and how well he can act. And when you actually see a man that isn't acting, it's a reminder to you that every single man that your mom entertained was acting. Oh, little man, you're a good boy. I'm going to be around more. And you never saw that motherfucker again. Oh, the toys and stuff that he said that he was going to buy you, he flew by night. He was here today, gone tomorrow. And so you hate the fact that there actually are men out there who are choosing to accept women and choosing to accept their children, and you weren't one of them to be accepted. But you have no problem repeating the cycle with other women and then getting upset over the fact that women are having an experience that you all are giving to women. She's tainted. That's not fair. That's not fair. Future actually should have been the person that she never was with. Russell Wilson was the person that she was supposed to be with. Russell Wilson was married. Future and Sierra were engaged. It's called dating. It's called people living a life before they fucking meet you. Men really are under the impression that women are supposed to sit here and twiddle their thumbs and pick right and pick perfect the first time. Men really have such a high level of accountability, and they so badly don't want to change anything about themselves, that women are supposed to sit here and fine comb through all of the manipulation, all the lies, all the games, know everything that men have planned and tricks up their sleeve, and know how to duck and dodge and scheme and do all of these things in order for her to pick the right person. Despite you doing all of these things in order for you to benefit while simultaneously doing things to hurt that woman. Be so fucking for real. You men are absolutely delusional. You men are absolutely delusional, and all you do is just repeat and have an echo chamber of the same thing that another dumbass man said. All you do is repeat the same dumb rhetoric. Of course she had a relationship. Before Future, she had Bow Wow. So is Future going to sit here and say, well, she ended up dealing with Bow Wow before me, and that's not fair, da-da-da-da. So no one is supposed to have a dating experience. But then you get mad when a woman can't be a porn star in the bedroom. Then you get mad when a woman doesn't have any relationship experience when she's 30 years old. Oh, well, you don't know how to be in a relationship. I don't trust a woman that hasn't been in a long-term relationship by 30. But yeah, you're getting mad when women are having dating experiences, and these experiences are tainting them, because most women have had experiences with men that have left a bad impression on them and has completely rewired and reframed the way in which they view men. You can't taint the source and then get mad when people don't want to fucking drink the water.